The days when we used to have the
Don't make me put you on
at the
this.
University of Winnipeg, Glenn would always have a surprise under
Don't
the
worry,
table.
Ben, your face
during
isn't
those
in here,
alarm
see?
situations. So I don't have a chainsaw here with me today, but I do have something that's a little bit probably unusual. So with Carlos' help here, this out.
Where's the blood?
I can see where this is going.
We got front row seats, man. Yes. Oh.
Yeah. Somebody barbecue that later?
Barbecue later. Yeah.
Put some gloves on, Carlo.
It's gonna be exciting.
I'm kind of glad I'm filming this. Take that, everyone.
So
So I thought we were going to use the mannequin. Turn out.
one of my patients, this is what happens in this world, right? You meet a lot of different people, they all have different lives and whatnot. And in this particular case, my patient owns a grocery store. And we were just talking yesterday, it just all happened in one thing. I said, you know what? And I thought, whoa, I need a nice big slab of meat that's got all the skin on it and everything, and it would be as close to human tissue as possible. So we got a piece of pork here, and anyway, I think this is gonna give you the best visual with regards to this, because we're gonna go through layers, right, and see what it would be like in terms of applying this. Okay, so we'll leave this here so we don't make any mess on the table. All right. Oh, then I had to make sure I brought a knife. I figured this is going to be good. I don't know if anybody, need any meat after I can As long as you don't have to eat kosher, we're good here with this one. I'll tell you that for sure. Okay, so let's make a nice big cut in here. Okay, open it up. Okay, because really when you think about this, right? So Carl, went right to the bone, right? With that particular. So if you think about it, you could have this particular type of circumstance with somebody. Now, you know what? Stan, do me a favor. Can you open that up just so I can get it over? So obviously we could be using different. Yeah, we'll use two. We'll make the cut bigger actually. So just to kind of go through things, so there's lots of different materials that are available to us with regards to managing wounds. And again, Cody and I were talking about this, and this used to be one of the embarrassing things when you were teaching in class. I remember with the first few times I taught prevention care, and we talked about different things you could use or you should have in your kit, especially if you're in situations where there's going to be bad bleeding. Hockey's probably one of the best ones. And I just think, feminine hygiene products, like a big, thick pad will work. And people go, because they look at you and they go, oh my God. And I go, what do you think it's for? Right? I said, if you think about what it's designed for, it works really well. There's the abdominal padding that comes in different sizes. It'll work as well for that, But again, as you saw with the shirt, so that beginning phase of just applying the pressure, but you did, I was doing some examinations for first responder of the university course today, and guys are going, is the bleeding stopped? They took a piece of gauze and they put it on the person, and they just put it there. Is the bleeding stopped? How can it be stopped? I haven't seen any pressure from you. I've seen nothing. It's not going to be stopped. If it's a big laceration, it won't stop. Show me some pressure and then I'll tell you. But as you saw there, that direct point. But really the key on this thing here would be to get that and get right on top of that wound like this, right? More so than just the heel. But if you're gonna do it, the heel of your hands, not the hands wide like this. Too much surface area, you're losing your pressure that way. So if you're gonna get in there, almost like doing CPR, get your hands right on top of it and put in there and push hard. Okay, because that's the only way you're going to do that and get good control. So again, proper materials obviously help with that. Now, when we're dealing with trying to pack the wound, that one packing gauze that they had works great because it keeps unfolding like Kleenex, right? So it makes it a lot easier. With this, it's going to be a little bit tougher in terms of you having to unroll it. But it's okay to do this with it. Let it unroll like that, and then take it in, and then, if you can find, and especially if you can find the vessel, you want to take that stuff and you want to keep stuffing it in there. And just keep stuffing it, and as you stuff, you put pressure on top of it, right? So it's basically doing this. Fill up that wound area as much as you can. Keep putting the pressure on it, right? Stuff it in. and keep going, right, until you got that. And what I'm doing here, you can't see all of it, but I'm going along all sides. So I'm kind of zigzagging back and forth in here to maximize. I got this outer edge, I'm going through the middle, and I'm going to the other edge. And I'm getting it as far in there as I can, and just keep pushing it. Wherever the tissue lets me take it, that's where I'm pushing it. So you get it going, 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 going. Now, this would be a trick. If I didn't think this was enough, or the wound was really deep and I needed another one, okay, like that, so we're gonna let Carlo do it. But I'm leaving this out like this, okay? So Carlo, go ahead. And just going, yeah, just take it and zigzag it back and forth in there. So you can see the idea here is to try and jam it. We're not just putting it in lightly, we're jamming it in tight, going back and forth to make sure we cover as much area as possible. Now the one piece, you gotta be careful, okay? So this piece here, don't let that piece disappear on you as you're doing that, right? Because you want both edges out so that you can pull it back out again. But even there, and you know what, that cut, I mean, what is it, about 4.5 inches? And I went down, I probably only went down about 3 inches into that thing. And already two of these roller gauges are getting stuffed inside there. So there's a lot of space, okay, for this kind of thing. And then, let's just say we've got it on there as much as we can get it in. We hold it, we're still not finished with it. Then we're gonna go over top of it, and we're still gonna hold this pressure over top of that area. So we're not really finished. Or hopefully we've called the EMS and we're just going to wait here until they show up so that they can do whatever they're going to be doing with regards to removing this person. Okay? All right, does any... This person, yeah, well, it depends. You know, it depends on the individuals. Not like everybody's going to pass out for something. Some people might. People pass out when they get a little nick on their hand. Never mind doing that, right? So I can make another cut here if somebody would want to come and try it. There's another piece of gauze. Anybody want to try it? We can let one person try it. You're going to do it with dirt.